Good morning everyone, once again. Today we're gonna show you our brand new Overlanding off-road trailer. We saw a lot of videos already in YouTube, comparisons between where the rooftop tent is assembled on the car, on a trailer, compare it to a ground tent. And well, we had the setup with the rooftop tent on the car, which got basically too small as we got another baby, so we decided, okay, let's build an off-road trailer. The idea was to buy one in the States, but that was, to be honest, that was too expensive, that was over our budget. So I tried to make some drawings and build it together with a local partner here in Puebla, Mexico. And this is the outcome basically. So let's start with the technique. We are using heavy duty, I don't know how is it called, feet in order to level the trailer if we need to. We all know how important a leveled tent is. So you cannot sleep, you don't have a good night's sleep if you are rolling into one direction. That's why we installed these feet, which are basically making it possible to adjust the trailer or to level it and have a solid stand at the end. So that's really good. What we did as well is somehow we tried to copy the lock and roll system with 3-direction movement, so we can move in this direction. And as well on the car, the female part, we have the other directions, and of course this movement done by the other thing as well. Connections, just the standard one for the lights, brakes, and then let's say a more advanced one for the power system, which is then the next thing. Some very basic equipment, 12-volt lead battery down there, lithium power station to whatever charge whatever is necessary, the drone, the GoPro, cell phones of course. A normal 110 to 12 DC charger, just the one I use usually for my batteries in the cars. Transformator from 12 volts to 110, just some very basic cabling, switches for the fridge, for the lights. Really basic, but basically it works. I mean, we can run the fridge for maybe 2 days, depending on how much we cool down. Just some wood, some storage stuff there in order to bring what you need to bring. Some boxes accessible from the side where you can put clothes, stuff like that inside. On the back side we have a big one, even with pull out. Massive space. So maybe on the video it's looking small, but it's really massive. I mean, this thing is like 1.20 meter, 1.50 meter long. It's really great. So plenty of space. The same we have on the bottom. So here as well, drawer system with all the camping stuff inside. Next to the drawer system there is also still some space left. Maybe in the next step I'm gonna build here a water tank, but I'm still not sure if it's really needed, or just go with a canister and good to go, no? Also here again, some shelves more, already equipped with kitchen stuff. And last but not least, we have here the fridge mounted on a ARB system, which we had previously in the trunk of our truck, but as I said, we had to remove it in order to create more space for whatever you need. Also here, plenty of space. So here on the side you can just put everything inside what you need. Plenty of space. Here just to put the stove on, and that's basically our trailer setup. Well, as I said, I tried to build it on my own down here in Mexico, and the biggest problem or the biggest issue was at the end the suspension. So let's put everything back together again, and then I will show you what I mean. Same as all these nice trailers produced up there in the States. We are using a single wheel suspension with, well, with some shocks, springs, and where it was really a pain to get that thing done. Everything must be perfectly aligned, otherwise the bushings which are inside here are wearing out really quick. So that had to be done actually 3 times. Put it away, put it back there again. And what we did then is we basically welded the complete suspension system out of the trailer. So we mounted everything here on this rail, what you can see here. That's an L profile. And we welded and bolted everything down, you know, in the workshop, not in the field below the trailer. So after that it was working quite fine. So my boy is jumping around now on the roof, so maybe we can see a little bit the suspension moving. Oh, mal ein bisschen rum. Huh? So now it's really solid, so it's working fine. An important point was as well to use the same hubs as on the car. Well, I cannot use these tires on the car because the rims are too small for the braking system, but I can use the spare tire from the Armada to use it here in case something is happening. And here you can see still the marks from the old suspension setup, which wore out really quick, and well, the tire was even touching there, so that's why we still see the marks. But now, well, it's working. Here on top, I mean, you can put some boxes, some firewood. We basically never used it because there is too much space in the trailer itself. Here we have just a water tube to put well, the stuff from the awning and some ground tent we are using once in a while. Yeah, you have plenty of points to attach whatever you need. I mean, this tube on the other side, the 270-degree awning, which you can see on another video. And of course on top we have the CVT tent, the biggest one. I think it's the Mount Denali, and well, it's perfect setup for 5 people. So we as a family of 5 on weekend trips, too much space. If we take friends with us in order to fill up the car with 8 persons, we can even put the ground tent equipment from the others inside, and it's working really fine. So if you want to get a trailer, write in the comment, contact me, send me a message. For sure we can arrange something. I don't know how it works to export it to the States, but I mean, there is an official placard there with a number, so should be working fine.